This is the Reverse Gym Leader Challenge Part 2. Part 1 is linked in the description. I'm trying to beat gym leaders using Pokemon that the gym leader's types are super effective against. If there are any Pokemon that receive double super effective damage from the gym leader's type, I must use at least one on my team, and it has to be my lead Pokemon. I can only use each move tutor move once per team, unless a Pokemon can learn it naturally. Same for TMs, but the TM must also be obtainable by that point in the game. And now, let's get back to the challenge. Okay, so for Sabrina, she might be a tough one, just because all of her Pokemon are so fast, and just pretty hard-hitting. She's just a really good gym leader, in my opinion. We're starting out with Muck. I chose Muck because just generally good bulk, specifically good special defense. So we have Explosion here, as maybe I can live a hit and then get an Explosion off to go 1-for-1 with her. Shadow Punch, maybe a legitimately good option. Haze to take care of any Calm Mind setups. And Screech again, you know, if I can live a hit, get a Screech off, kind of levels the playing field for the rest of the team. I'm gonna try to see how much Shadow Punch does against this Kadabra. Okay, cool. Because, you know, the whole Abra line is very physically frail, so that makes sense. Also, the sheer level advantage. Mr. Mime, also physically frail, to my knowledge. Let's see. I don't want to say anything about this going well until Alakazam is on the field. Hey, speaking of, there's our friend Alakazam. He might see kill and not go for the Calm Mind and just kill. I'm confident in just hoping I live and trying to explode. Okay, here we go. Okay. And that should take care of Alakazam. Alright. This is going so much better than I thought it would. So we got Hitmontop. Let's look at the team really quick. We got Hitmontop. Quick Attack. For obviously priority move, because it doesn't outspeed really anyone here. Pursuit. It's super effective, it's a dark type move, but it is special in this game, so probably not going to click it, it's just for like comfort, I think. Detect, just to stay alive if that's ever needed at some point. Double Edge would be the main damaging move. Got Gengar, power player with Shadow Ball. Even though Ghost is physical in this game, super effective, stab. Gengar's physical attack isn't like terrible, it's just not good. Thief is here because, you know, Dark is special in this game. Base power, really lacking, but it's super effective. I figured it could be something, maybe, probably not. Thunderbolt, that is just probably going to be what we use if we use Gengar. High base power, perfect accuracy, it's a special move. And Perish Song, just because I figured exactly in a scenario like this, might be beneficial. In fact, actually... No, do I use that? Maybe. Hitmonchan was in here for Venomoth specifically, because Fire Punch. But also, a priority move, even though it's resisted, it's something if I need to get off non-zero damage in a pinch. Body Slam, just good damage output. Pursuit, as we discussed with Hitmontop, is there out of Cope. So who are we putting in for Alakazam? Surely Gengar, right? Oh, that's right, Alakazam's dead. Alright, so Venomoth. Why would I not Perish Song right now, right? I believe that's an egg move for Gengar. Well, I may be confused, but you are going to die, so I'm really not upset. What do you... Bug? Poison or something? Such a weird outlier on her team. Alright, let's see. Thunderbolt. Half health. Didn't even really need the Perish Song, potentially. Psybeam. Oh, good. Oh, well, that's a crit. Hit through Confusion, and we'll be done. Okay. Well, there goes my Gengar. But with the Perish Song situation, obviously there's nothing to worry about. Let's put in Hitmonchan. Might as well. Just to see if we can get the Fire Punch off. Okay, there we go. That's satisfying. Okay, didn't end up doing much anyway. Alright. Well, this went surprisingly well. Okay, so Blaine sends out his Growlithe, and we're going up with a Parasect to lead, one of my favorites. Parasect here, pretty much, Parasect's whole existence hinges on Growlithe missing Fire Blast, so that we can hit with Spore, and then he'll be asleep, and we can set up a light screen, and then if he stays asleep, we can get him with Dig. I mean, Dig potentially, but Slash would be a more efficient use of time. Again, all of this hinges on Fire Blast missing. It does not miss, okay. And I know Parasect has a decent amount of bulk, but okay, yeah. You know, double, super effective, quad effective. That makes sense. Now Jinx here is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Just to show you guys what we're working with. Fake Out, I believe, is an egg move in this generation for Jinx. Psychic, classic Jinx move. Fake Tears for a little bit of defense, potentially, if we're in a situation where we think Jinx might not make it out and other people stand a chance, potentially, I guess. Lovely Kiss as well. Sleep, definitely really cool if we need that. Heracross, standard stab, Brick Break. Reversal, if I find myself in a situation where Heracross maybe barely lives a hit and outspeeds, then we can maybe do some reversal work. Rock Slide, I believe it learns through the tutor. Super effective, it's just not fully accurate, so I like having Brick Break here as a more consistent answer. And Leer, just, I couldn't really think of a good third move in this gym for him. Leer, you know, doesn't hurt. Sneasel, I think the fastest one on the team, has Icy Wind and Screech for speed control. Obviously the Icy Wind with Sneasel's bad special attack stat and it being an Ice-type move will do chip damage. It'll be a non-zero amount, but probably not very much at all, so it might actually be more worth it to use Screech, except for the fact that, you know, it's 85 accuracy. Fake Out, I again believe this is an egg move for Sneasel, and then Shadow Ball, learn through a TM, that's just fully accurate. Ghost type is physical in this game, so that capitalizes on Sneasel's attack stat. For now, I think I want to save Sneasel. Heracross, I feel kind of okay about. Jinx, I think, will do a lot of the heavy lifting, at least for the first few Mons. I think it outspeeds everyone except for Rapidash, so might as well use Fake Out, right? Might as well. Actually, a lot of damage from that. And then Psychic. There we go. Expected result. Alright, so who's out next? Ponyta, okay. Even lower level. Psychic. Ponyta should just die by my estimations. Okay, there we go. Doing swell, half the team down, but now we get onto the evolved versions, and there's Rapidash, who I believe outspeeds me. So, do I go for, theoretically, if Jinx survives, because Jinx has good special defense, if I remember correctly, do I want to get off as much damage as possible with Psychic to bring Rapidash's health down, or do I want to roll the dice and maybe get sleep status, but potentially miss, or lower its special attack? I think lowering its special attack is the most... I think it's between Psychic and Fake Tears. I think Lovely Kiss, the fact that it can miss would be a real bummer. And obviously Fake Out's not an option. I think I'm going to go with Fake Tears. Because yeah, if he outspeeds Heracross and, I don't know, Sneasel. Sneasel's fast. Let's do Fake Tears. Hey, we're faster. Okay, so I possibly could have just one-shot with Psychic, maybe? Well, let's see how much this Fire Blast does after the Fake Tears. Okay. Cool. Might not need to see any of the rest of the team. Jinx might just solo. And then there's Arcanine, right? Who's, I think, slower than Rapidash, so we just one-tap this guy? I mean, he is level 47. And Arcanine is not a bad Pokemon, but... Oh, see, okay, see. That'll do it for Jinx. Spoke too soon. But, again, we got Sneasel here. Who should kill with a Shadow Ball. I don't want to... Hey, we have Fake Out too. Why not? Yeah, especially after the Fake Out chip. Holy crap. Okay, crit. Nice. Definitely in the bag now. Yeah, nothing can go wrong, right? Okay. Nothing can go wrong. Except for that. Now, I have to think. Holy crap, I did not know... I didn't know that Arcanine was built like that. Does Heracross out? I actually don't really have a good handle on Heracross's speed stat. So Sneasel, for reference, is fast as 121. Heracross 88. Okay, alright. So to give Heracross any chance, assuming this thing Fire Blasts and kills Sneasel, should go for Screech, I think. Especially because that Shadow Ball damage is not what I thought it would be. Okay, no Fire Blast miss. Cool. Real nice. And it kills. Yeah, alright. Wow. I was feeling really good about this fight too, and now, not so much. Especially knowing that this thing has good defense now. At least, you know, the Intimidate isn't on him. It was on Jinx, which didn't matter. Okay. Rock Slide. So assuming that I can outspeed this thing now. Rock Slide, potentially flinch it. Super effective damage, better, but also the miss possibility or the Surefire Brick Break. I think we gotta go big. I think we have to try. Okay. We hit the damage. Okay, Heracross. Alright. You know, I'm actually glad. I was getting a little disappointed with the idea of a Jinx sweep, so that was actually a lot more fun. Giovanni, 8th Gym Leader. Leads with a level 45 Rhyhorn. I lead with my level 50 Magneton. You know, if Sturdy worked the way we all like it to in this game, I'd have a lot more flexibility with this. However, it does not. I have Magneton with Reflect here, which I believe it learns through a TM, because, you know, a lot of this team is going to be throwing physical attacks at us, I think exclusively. We set up that, and now maybe, just maybe, Magneton will live this quad effective Earthquake. Okay, there we go. The thing is though, it almost would have been nicer if he got one shot, because he can't really do a whole lot with Magneton with this learn set. Tri-Attack's got good base power, but it's normal, so it's resisted by Rhyhorn. Sonic Boom does consistent chip damage, but not a ton. I think I want to get Supersonic here. I think that will be nice. A self-hit would be awesome. Here we go. So Tri-Attack has the chance for status, right? Because that would also be pretty cool. I don't need to be trying this hard on this Rhyhorn. It shouldn't be this big of an issue. But you know what? Better safe than sorry. I think Tri-Attack is optimal here. And the animation is sick, so that's fun. Holy crap. And the confusion's gone, that's cool. Alright, so what's that, like 2 turns of Reflect used for very minimal chip damage and a dead Magneton? Not the best start, but I was thinking of maybe an Aggron lead here instead, but we'll see. So from here, I think, let's review the team. We have an Electabuzz, who has Ice Punch for all these ground types, Quick Attack in case it's ever outsped, but I don't think it is, except for Doug Trio, Psychic for the Nidos, Screech for, again, if there's a scenario where I need the speed advantage to be passed on to someone else, Jolteon, who definitely outspeeds everyone, Bite for using their special attack, Quick Attack again if somehow I would need that, Charm if for some reason I'm picturing this thing going up against Doug Trio and for some reason Bite isn't quite doing the trick and I find it might be better use of my time to Charm it, Double Kick just to kind of fill out the moveset. I don't think it'll be used. Electrode, mainly here for explosion, mainly here for just a quick bomb to set off. Otherwise, Sonic Boom is here for, non-zero damage output without killing itself. Screech, again, speed control and Torment to prevent Earthquake spam, potentially, if we needed that. And then Metagross. Believe it or not, this slot in my planning was originally occupied by a Raichu that had like Iron Tail, Reversal, Charm, some sort of set like that. I think Metagross does a better job of simply existing in this gym. I think Psychic will be really good overall, especially for the Nidos. Metal Claw, just, good, pretty good move all around. Brick Break, which I believe it learns to at TM, as well as Shadow Ball. So good physical output and special. So this is just a well-rounded, good Pokemon, obviously. So I think right now we can go to Electabuzz. I think we can just start punching some people. Let's see. Rhyhorn should be dead, no question, right? Okay, good. Alright. Doug Trio immediately, okay. That should be fine. He's gonna Earthquake. Reflect should still be up, so maybe Electabuzz will live this Earthquake, especially Doug Trio is only level 42. And we actually do outspeed, that's pretty cool. I'm a fan of that. Okay, we may have over-prepared for this fight. This might be totally in the bag. I don't think anything in the back outspeeds or could even do too much. Psychic the Nidoqueen, just for max damage. One-shots it. I do think this Electabuzz might have a pretty good speed IV when I was checking it. That might have played into that. Speed 114. Was it nature is modest? I don't remember which natures do what, so do with that what you will. Psychic this Nidoking. That goes down, and then I think we have, what, one more Rhyhorn? Slightly higher level than the previous one. Oh no! I mean, level 50 is nothing to laugh at, right? Unless you have, ice-type moves, I guess. Okay, Giovanni was a walk in the park. I was actually really concerned about that, specifically the Doug Trio, but alrighty. That's all 8 gym badges.